Good morning. If you've ever wondered why you feel older on the inside than you appear on the outside, or feel like you see life through a deeper lens, or need more time alone, or even sense things other people don't, you just might be an old soul. And in today's video, I'm going to walk you through 7 signs that will help you understand why you're wired this way and why it's important to give yourself permission to embrace and accept who you are. So, let's dive in. When I say old soul, I'm not talking about age or personality. I'm really talking about experience. An old soul has lived many lifetimes here on earth, and those experiences leave traces of wisdom that seep through into this lifetime. It can show up in your life as an inner knowing you didn't learn from a book or a teacher. It's the sense that you came into this life already knowing things about people, about loss, about love, and about what actually matters without anyone ever teaching you. So, how do you know if you're an old soul? Well, there are some possibilities. So, let's start with the first one. Sign number 1. Even as a child, you carried a different kind of awareness. You loved being around adults. You listened to their conversations, so much so that your mother might have shooed you away saying, "Go outside and play. We're here. We're adults." But to you, there was something very comforting about their depth and their emotional world. And sometimes you'd say things far beyond your years. And the adults wondered, where did that come from? He's too young to know that. Well, it wasn't maturity. It was early spiritual memory showing itself before you even had language for it. Sign number 2. You feel things very deeply, and you understand people in a way you can't always explain. Even young, you could sense when something was off. You noticed when someone was sad, even if they were pretending to be fine. Because old souls feel what's happening underneath everything. And it's not just people. You feel deeply for animals, for the world, for all of it. And this empathy comes from hundreds, maybe thousands of lifetimes of experiencing what it means to be human. Sign number 3. You are an observer by nature. You love watching people, observing nature, watching life unfold. And sometimes people assume this means that you're an introvert. But old souls can love social interaction, conversation, and lots of connection. And at the same time, there may be a part of you that naturally just kind of steps back and watches with awareness. And here's the thing. You're also very comfortable being alone. In fact, you need it like you need air to breathe. And this isn't isolation. It's how you recharge and reflect and stay connected to what matters to you. You have a strong inner life, so quiet doesn't feel empty to you. It feels necessary. Now, if you're still with me right now, please give this video a like, and I'd love to hear your comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and hit the bell so you'll get notified when I publish a new video. Mostly, I want to thank all of you so much for your support. So let's get back to where we were. Now, this next sign explains why so many old souls struggle in relationships, even very loving ones. Sign number 4. You crave depth and authenticity. Surface conversations feel empty. No chit-chat. You want to talk about things that matter, things that reveal who someone is. Pretending has never felt natural to you. So you want truth. You want connection. You want real. It doesn't mean you can't enjoy lighthearted moments, but too much superficiality leaves you feeling disconnected. And that's because your soul has lived enough lifetimes to know that real connection only happens when people show up as their true selves. Sign number 5. You're highly intuitive, and it comes naturally. You don't always know how you know things. You just know. You sense something's off before there's proof. You feel red flags in your body. You get quiet nudges about people and timing and decisions. And they're usually right. This is the inner guidance of a soul that has lived long enough lifetimes to trust its own knowing. Sign number 6. You've often felt different, not superior, just different. Even when you were young, there was a sense that you didn't quite see the world the way others did. You could be in a group and still feel separate, almost like you were watching life unfold while everyone else was absorbed in it. And now, well, you don't force yourself to fit in, even though there may be times when you don't feel like you do fit in. But you are not supposed to. Now, this last sign feels very, very close to my heart. I've felt it for years and never once knew why this sadness would come out of the blue. Well, now I do. And it's sign number 7. An old soul feels a quiet longing for home, even when life is going well. And it's not a physical home or your childhood home. It's the place you came from before this lifetime. Some would call it heaven. And it feels like a soft ache, a sadness that rises out of nowhere. And this longing doesn't mean you want to escape life. It's simply your soul remembering the love, the peace, and the oneness it came from. I call it feeling homesick. For me, life has been wonderful and challenging, but I miss the unconditional love and being close with God, to tell you the truth. So in my later years, I've worked on finding that closeness within myself while I'm here. And that has really helped me enjoy the time I have left, because I know I'll be home in the blink of an eye. And that's also why I created this channel, so you can remember home within you as well. Now, there is an 8th sign, and that is that it's an old soul who comes back to be of service. But it may not be the kind of service you're thinking about. And so I'm going to wait, because it deserves its own video, and I'm excited to give you that video in the coming weeks. So if you recognize yourself in these signs, the real question is, now what? Here's what you do. You embrace it. You honor the way you're built. You need quiet, reflection, meaning, and time to yourself. Sometimes that means saying no more often. And yes, give from love, but don't forget to give it to yourself too. Trust your intuition, because it will guide you every time. And love yourself with all your heart, because by simply being who you are, you're bringing a gift into every interaction and with every person you meet. Being an old soul doesn't mean you're separate from the world. It means you have something to offer it. Your compassion, your intuition, your wisdom, your ability to see beyond the surface. And these help others feel safe and understood and less alone. So if you've seen yourself in any of these signs, I'd love to know in the comments which one resonated most. And I read them and I respond, because I want to know you. And if this helped you understand yourself in any way, please check out this other video on my channel, 5 Signs Your Soul is Guiding You, where I reveal 5 ways in which your soul is guiding you in your daily life. You know, everything I teach is about helping you remember who you truly are underneath the noise of all this world. And if you'd like to be a part of this community of people who think and feel deeply, please go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to have you here. But until we meet again, always remember, there really is no one worth knowing more than you.